to the class. All right, everyone. So let's just do a little bit of housekeeping before we begin our journée, as I like to call it today. So firstly, I'm so excited that we're here for this. It's just, I really was like meditating, and I've been really present all weekend, and I just feel like there's a lot of energy to shift. So whether you're catching this live, for those of you who are on right now, which I'm so happy that there's so many of you on it, or for those of you who are catching the replay, just know that there's a real energy of your souls all wanting to shift. And so we're going to be playing with that type of energy. The first thing that you'll unmute. Okay, now I'm back. Man, talk about a disconnect. Sometimes spirit, when they want to be like funny, spirit guides will come in and just like screw with all of your tech. And it's also Mars retrograde, so people say like things that are annoying come up. So talk about annoying. So now we're doing this. Hopefully that's okay. Can you guys just chat me to see? Because now that I'm on my phone, I can't see as much of the group as it is. So just let me know in the chat that you can hear me and everything's all good. Okay, perfect. So, and I know that we're still recording, so that's amazing. So what we're going to be doing today is taking you on a journey to unravel, a journey to connect with yourself more deeply, and a journey ultimately to feel like you've purified your mind, body, and spirit. We'll go for the 3 full hours. It's queued up in the music to do so. If you don't have the music, again, it's in the link below. If you don't, it's harder, but you can definitely play your own music in the background. The theme that we're working with today is purification and also initiation. The reason why we're starting with purification is because in consciousness, and for those of you who have been on other calls with me this week or in the last while, you know, I've been talking about this a lot because I think that it's pertinent for people, is that in our journeys, we go through these periods of purification. So sometimes that means that we're called to meditate more deeply. Sometimes it's like a body purification, which we'll do through yoga or through movement. Sometimes it's being in nature a lot. Sometimes it's fasting. Sometimes it's eating certain foods. Sometimes it's, you know, doing, you know, whatever thing that your body is calling for you that's ultimately going to help clear it out so that it's a more open vessel. Just think about it when our body is just taxed and she's worn down by stuff that we're putting onto her, whether it's environmental things that are taxing on us, or physical or things that we're ingesting or whatever else. It just stops sometimes, not that our connection isn't there, but it just stops us from accessing our connection to the divine, our connection to our intuitions, our connections to our soul. And so when it comes to purification, sometimes what happens is that our soul will call us to purify ourselves so that therefore our intuition can become stronger, our connection to our soul can become that much stronger, and our connection to the divine can therefore become much stronger. In that place of purification, of lifting out stagnant energy, is ultimately going to be the next step, which is the illumination. So in the illumination, what ends up happening is that therefore you start to get more clarity on what exactly it is that you that your soul wants. You start to really sense and know in a deeper way, intuitively, what is best for you. You start to know that the universe is supporting you because you have all these synchronicities happen in your life, whether they're through small things like seeing repeating numbers, or whether they're through bigger things like really just seeing an opportunity really come to you. From that place, then you have wisdom, and the wisdom comes from having actually experienced that. So it's all well and good, I think, for people to talk about like, yeah, the universe supports me, or like, I finally got clarity on this thing, and or like affirmation their way through it. But the reality is true wisdom comes from actually having done this process of purification, illumination, putting it in practice, and then having the wisdom to see, wow, this thing, you know, this is how this actually really works. And so when we talk about wisdom and we talk about embodiment, that's sort of what the focus is. We're really going to be focusing in on your own purification today. That will be focused a lot on energetic things that we're doing to get the body unraveled and to get your mind unraveled, and just, you know, trust from there that whatever is meant to transpire will. So as we start today, I just want to make sure, oh good, you're all on now. All right, so as we start today, the main thing that I want you to do is just have an openness to whatever is intended to happen. If you want, if you have any candles or any last minute things that you need to grab, I would grab them now. Also, if you didn't have time to look through the guidebook, one thing, it doesn't matter if you don't actually have it with you, but if you can like quickly run up and get it now, that'd be awesome, would be to go and grab either a bowl or just a glass of water with some salt in it. I have a big bowl for everyone here for the ritual, but if you had it for yourself, that would also be great. And then with that being said, we're going to move forward with our experience today. So pumped. All right, let's begin. So we're going to pull up the playlist now. So if you grab it, you'll see that I'm not on for a sec, but I'm still here. And when you grab the playlist, you're going to start with the first song, which is not coming up on my own frigging Spotify. In 1 second. Okay. Does everyone else have their Pocket playlist up and ready? Kitty on mute, still on mute. All good. Okay. Everyone else should have theirs now. And I need to get my link to my own frigging playlist because that's how this works. Okay. All right. So again, with the frustration around all of our internet right now, and mainly my stuff just not wanting to link, just take a big breath in and out as we learn to navigate frustration. All right, so what I'm going to do right now is get all of you for a moment to begin to close your eyes and come in just to a meditation for 3 minutes while I get the music playing. So what you're going to be doing as you do this now is really just getting yourself rooted in your own body. And that's what I'm going to do as I figure out why my playlist is not playing for me. So we're going to start there. Just taking a few big long inhales and exhales. Feeling yourself root into your body. And feeling yourself start to connect with your own breath. Starting to connect with your own body. And just starting to set an intention for yourself. That just means a focus on what it is that you are feeling called to purify today. Of whatever it is that you're looking to release, looking to move forward with. And letting yourself start to surrender further into your body and just to the silence of your own space. Take a few more long inhales and exhales. If you've never meditated before like this, just being in practice now of what it feels like. Start to think, inhale, let, and exhale, go. Inhale, let, exhale, go. Inhale, let, exhale, go. Continuing with that same mantra, inhale, let, exhale, go. Inhale, let, exhale, go. Inhale, let, exhale, go. Slowly opening your eyes, coming back into this space. And now we'll begin. So if you have the playlist, we're going to start on the first song there, which is Opening. Just making sure that you don't have it on shuffle. And we'll begin. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we begin. Take a big inhale through your nose, eyes still open. And then exhale, breathe it out. Another big inhale through your nose. Feeling your body fill with air. And then exhale, let it out. Inhale, breathing in through your nose. And then exhale, letting it out. Another big inhale. And the exhale, let it out. Like me right now, if you really need to ground from whatever sensation or frustration has arisen in the last 12 minutes, hands on body, ground in, take a big breath in. And then exhale, breathing it out. Last one, big inhale in. Exhale out. Staying for a moment here, just gently now starting to close your eyes. If your hands weren't on your body, placing right hand on your heart, left hand onto your lower abdomen, feeling your gentle touch on your body. Close your eyes. And now really starting to settle in. And by settle in, we mean starting to create intention. And by settle in now, we mean an intention to sit, to unravel, and to settle. Sometimes the first few breaths, the first moment sitting feels the most uncomfortable. Our bodies resist it. Our minds resist. But trust that if you've been led to this moment to join here now, this is exactly where you're meant to be. That there's something here for you, whatever it is. Imagining what's ever in your mind now, in a big suitcase in front of you. And just imagine, thought by thought, placing all your thoughts currently in your mind into that suitcase. One by one, emptying out your mind, thoughts go into the suitcase. Suitcase gets closed and pulled away so that you can enter into this space with no baggage, truly, so that you can create a container around yourself just for you. Today we purify, and today we initiate ourselves into a new chapter. Slowly bring your hands, just placing them down on your knees. Keep your eyes closed. Starting right now, just to gently rock your body side to side. Wherever you are, eyes still closed, side to side. I'm just seeing how your body wishes to move in this moment as you soften into your body. Starting to really let your shoulders lead the way, letting your rib cage start to unhinge as you move side to side. Letting your neck now roll in circles if that starts to feel good for you. Just starting to roll the neck in the opposite direction now. Focusing more now on your rib cage, letting it swing from side to side or in circles, first going counterclockwise or clockwise, and then moving in the other direction. Now together again. Is it shoulder to shoulder that feels good to sway back and back, or is it rib rolling, or is it neck, or is it all in between? Starting to get a little bit more comfortable about how your body needs to unravel in this moment. Maybe you find a place that you need to stay for a moment before you unravel some more. Starting to let this feel good. Permission to unravel. Permission to connect. Permission to come back home to your body. Seeing if you can make your movements just a little bit bigger now. Whatever it is, bigger head roll, bigger body roll. Coming back to center now. Taking your spine, just try and getting it really tall. Take your shoulders, you can lift them up and down your spine, getting your spine really straight. Taking your chin, just gently tucking it a little bit closer toward the back of your neck. Now take your hands, place them so that they're resting on top of your knees with your palms facing up this time. Big breath in and out. What we were doing there is we started to awaken and unravel the body, unraveling two of the parts that as women tend to hold a lot of our constraints. In the throat, letting our throat start to move through. Our ability to talk authentically, our ability to own who we are, and the bridge between our intuition and what we feel and know is true, and how we speak it, and how we communicate that, and how we live that. As you move your rib cage, stimulating both the sacral chakra, the seat of our feminine wisdom, but also our ability to tap into sensuality, into our own sexuality, into our own sexuality, just means like feeling connected to the pulse of the earth, feeling turned on by life, feeling excited about life, our passions. And also into our power chakra, our ability to be able to know that the things that we want for ourselves in our life are possible. Knowing that we are worthy of all that we have and all that we want. So we awaken. Next thing you're gonna do now, if you want, you can continue to move your shoulders or body away in whatever way feels good for you. I love this song, by the way. Next thing you're gonna do is bring your hands into a prayer position into the center of your chest. And you're just gonna gently start to rock side to side. In this moment, I'm just calling in a dance with the divine today. Calling in a dance with your higher self. Calling in a dance with whoever your spirit guides are to help you connect, gain clarity, and release in the way that you're meant to today. Inhale, bring your hands up over your head. Reach really, really big, stretch it out. Inhale, you're just gonna move slowly over to the left. Inhale, come up. Exhale over toward the left this time. Inhale, come back up straight. Exhale, interlock your fingers, just pulling your shoulders forward. Exhale, just place your palms behind you. Just open up your chest a little bit. I'm going to do that same thing again. So inhale, big stretch up over your head. Exhale, lean over to the right. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, over to the left. Inhale, center. Flip your hands and just gently start to curl forward. Bring your hands now to your center. While interlocked, just gently press down on your heart. Whenever you're feeling anxious or overwhelmed, sometimes just taking your hands and placing them onto your body is sufficient enough to start to calm down the nervous system. Helps the innermost us, our youngest self, our littlest us, feel safe, feel held, and feel connected. So take a moment, just feeling the weight of your palms, just gently pressing down on your chest. And feel now what it feels like to breathe really deeply while you feel your palms pressing down on your chest like this. A few big breaths in and out. Closing your eyes for a moment now, if they weren't already. Feeling grateful for being alive. Feeling grateful for this body, this vessel that your soul chose to inhabit. Saying thank you, body. 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 I want you to think now of some things that you've been wanting to shift, both in your energy or in your clarity, whatever your intention is today. Before we start to move, calling it forward one more time. What is it that you intend for yourself? What would you like to have happen in the container of this? And bring your hands down to your knees, eyes still closed. Calling around you now a cocoon of safety and light. Imagining a beautiful bubble of light comes and extends over your entire space right now, over your body, over your mat, over your cushion, over your crystals, over anything that's around you right now. Imagining this beautiful, beautiful light bubble encapsulating you. This bubble will cast a net of safety around you so that you can release here, so that you can move through here, whatever it is that you need, so that you can be initiated to then step into whatever is on the other side for you. Slowly now getting up from your space, and you're going to make your way onto your mat. When you get to your mat, I want you to first come into a child's pose. So extending your hands in front of you and bringing your seat all the way back down towards your hips. And letting yourself start here. Taking your fingers now, walk even further ahead of you, really feeling your palms connected to the bottom of your mat. Coming back to your breath again. Slowly now, I want you to walk your fingers over to the right side of your mat. Feeling a stretch along the left side of the body. And then coming back to center again, we walk over to the left, waking up the body slowly. Feeling a stretch along the right side of the body. Coming back to center. Seeing if you can get your hips just a little bit lower now, down toward your feet. Coming now up to tabletop position. Just making sure for a second that your shoulder is over your wrist. Shoulder over your wrist. This time, lift your left hand up, just gently wiping down your right hand, imagining just flicking energy off of it. Right hand to your left shoulder, just flicking energy off it before we begin. Coming into your tabletop position, slowly just rocking your side, hips from side to side. And now you're going to slowly start to make a circle toward the right. A big circle with your shoulders and hips moving around to the right. And then making a circle over toward the left. Coming back now to center. You're going to go inhale, cat, butt goes up. Exhale, pulling your spine toward your belly button and release. So you're just going to do some cat cows by sticking your butt up into the air, looking all the way back, and then exhale, bring your spine and abdomen together as you curl forward. Just gently waking up the spine. Seeing for you how fast or slow your body wants to move through these movements. 2 more. Coming back to center. Take your left hand, bring it a little bit closer to the middle of your mat, so it's sort of in between your boobs. And then inhale, right hand goes all the way up to the sky. Now right hand goes down where the left hand is, left hand goes up. Exhale, left hand goes down to where the right is, right hand goes up again. Exhale, right hand goes down, left hand goes up toward the sky. Exhale, back down. One more time, right? Holding it there. Gonna take a big circle toward the back of your mat, and then up toward the front of your mat, and then up all the way to the top of the sky. Opening up your heart, opening up the shoulders. This time, hold at the top, right hand reaches up even higher. Right hand meets the left hand goes up. And now starting to make big circles with your left hand, going all the way to the back, and then all the way up to the front. Keeping your left hand up to the sky. Now reach even higher. Left hand meets the right. Take your thumbs and interlock them so that your hands are one on top of each other, spread out on the mat like this. And your thumbs are just interlocked. And I just want you to gently rock a little bit forward and back. Interlocked fingers, holding your own hand. Take your hands now, and I want you to make it so that your hands are shoulder distance apart. And we're going to slowly take your toes and bend them so that your toes start to hit the back of the mat. And we're going to really slowly take 8 counts to make it into our first downward facing dog. Here we go. Slowly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. When you get there, start to pedal out your legs. Really now bending the left leg. Let your right leg go down toward the mat. And then switching it up, right leg starts to bend, left foot goes down toward the mat. Switch it up, left bends, right extends. Again, you switch, right leg bends, left leg straightens. Both legs now straighten out toward the back of the mat. See if you can drop your head a little bit more forward. So tucking your chin a little bit closer to your neck, really letting your head start to fall down here. Inhale, just coming to a plank position. Exhale, bring your knees back down toward the mat. Slowly push your hips back towards your feet. And then all of a sudden, when your butt hits your feet, you slowly start to extend back into a downward dog. So we'll try this wave again. Slowly, you move forward to plank. The second you get there, your knees go down. Slowly, your butt starts to rock back towards your feet. And then you come back into your downward facing dog. We move forward again. Knees come down toward the mat. Butt slowly starts to come back towards your feet. And then your butt rises to the air. Again, move forward. Bringing some knees down toward the mat. Little water into your practice, starting to find these fluid movements as you make your way into downward dog. Let there be no stop in the movement. As we start to practice fluidity in the practice today, go as slow or as fast as you need to make it feel fluid. And also to feel like there's never a stop in your movements. Bringing this circular movement into your body and into this space. This time, coming into a child's pose.
Taking a few long inhales and exhales. Slowly now, rolling your spine up, grab your hips, come up onto your knees. Feeling yourself, hands on your waist. Left foot steps forward, right foot steps forward. Hands still on your waist. Stand for a moment like this. Feeling yourself grounded in yourself and in your own body. If your tendency is not to ever have your hands on your body or just be in your body like this, practicing now. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. We'll begin. Inhale, hands go up over your head. Exhale, fold forward over your legs. Inhale, touch your shins, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Right foot steps back. Right knee goes to the ground. Gently bring your hands onto your left knee and pause. Exhale, hands go to the mat. Left leg extends. You gently can either keep your hands on either side, like whatever you can touch, or if you can go further forward, do that. But if you're not feeling that, just as much as you can here. Just gently starting to bow forward as much as you can. Then coming back now, hands go over the left leg, right knee straightens. Coming up now to runner's lunge, hands go up over the head. Starting to bend further into your left leg. Then you're going to bring your hands back down over your left leg. Left foot is going to come back to meet the right in a downward facing dog. When you get out there, pedal out your legs. Finding your breath in your downward dog. Coming to plank. Coming to a chaturanga. You can put your knees down if you want. Inhale. Slowly bring yourself to your first upward dog today. Then gently, we're going to bring our butt back towards our feet like we did before. And then come to a downward facing dog. Breathe. Slowly walking your feet now up towards your hands. Inhale when you get there. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come up all the way to the top of your mat. Exhale, hands to the beginning of your practice. Inhale, we'll do the other side. So hands go up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look up. Exhale, hands go down toward the mat. Remember this time now the left foot goes back. Left knee goes down onto your mat. Inhale, hands go to your right knee. Breathe in. And out. Now your hands go over your right foot. You extend forward. Remember, just as much as you can. Gently bowing over the right foot. Right hands go over the right foot. You extend your left knee, coming all the way up into your runner's lunge. Hands go up over your head. Reach up as you go down as much as you can. So in runner's lunge, you just want to make sure your left toe is up. It's not like warrior one where it's twisted. You don't want to do that. You'll injure yourself. So just get a little bit deeper. Then you're going to bring your hands over your foot once again. Now right foot comes to meet the left in a downward facing dog. Breathe here. Find your footing again, focusing in on your fingers and your feet. And then coming into plank, chaturanga push-up, knees up or knees down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Coming back to your breath again, rocking out your hips as you need to, pedaling out your feet. Bending your knees, coming to the top of the mat. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, arms go up over the head. Exhale, release. We repeat now a little bit faster that you know it. Inhale, arms go up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look up. Exhale, folds forward. Right foot steps back, knee goes down toward the mat. Interlocking your fingers over your left knee, drawing your hip down as much as you can. Hands placed beside the knee, extend the left leg forward, bow down. Coming back into your left foot, straighten the right. Runner's lunge on the left. Exhale now, hands go over the left foot, left meets the right, downward dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. Bending your legs, walking up towards your hands. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, hands go up over your head. Exhale, hands down to a prayer position. Inhale, hands up over your head. Other side. Exhale, we fold forward. Inhale, look up. This time, left foot steps back, down to the ground. Interlock your fingers over your right knee. Hands down toward the mat, extending the right leg forward as much as you can. And then exhale, coming back into the right leg. Extend your left leg, coming into your runner's lunge, right side. Hands over the right foot. Come back into downward facing dog. Plank position. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedaling at your feet. Slowly walking to the top of your mat. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, interlocking your fingers all the way up over your head. Exhale, hands into prayer position. Both sides a little faster now. Inhale, come up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look up. Exhale, right leg steps back. Hands to the left knee. Straightening the left foot. Coming now into your runner's lunge. Hands down over your left foot, coming back into your downward facing dog. Plank position. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Slowly walking to the front of your mat. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rising all the way to the top of the mat. Exhale, prayer position. Other side, inhale up. Seeing now that you know it, if you can bring a little more fluidity to your practice, which means that every time we get to a movement, we move into the other one. So this time, left foot steps back. Interlock your fingers over your right side. Hands go down over your foot. And once you get there, you move forward into your runner's lunge. When you get there, your hands go back down and you come into a downward facing dog. When you get there, plank to chaturanga. Walking your way up to the top of your mat. Inhale. Exhale. Rising to the top of your mat. Exhale, prayer position. Here we go again. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look up. Exhale, this time right knee goes down toward the mat. Interlock your fingers on your left. Hands to the ground. Extending your left leg. Coming into your runner's lunge, left side. Downward facing dog. Plank. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walking to the top of your mat. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rising to the top of your mat. Exhale, prayer position. Inhale, arms up over your head. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look up. Exhale, step back with the left foot down to the ground. Left, right knee. Straighten the right leg. Move it forward, coming into your runner's lunge. Hands down. Downward facing dog. Plank to push up. Inhale, look up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walking your way up to the top of the mat. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise to the top of the mat. Exhale, hands to the center of your chest. Big breath in. Big breath out. Starting to bring a little bit more joy back into your body about how good it can feel to move, about how grateful you are that you can move your body. Feeling for a second just what it feels like to have gratitude in your body right now. It's a nice day outside, or even if it wasn't a nice day outside, but here you are still breathing. Step your feet out so that they're just hip distance apart. We're gonna go squat down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up. And the purpose as we're slowly squatting like this is just starting to feel your body, meaning feel your feet as they plug into the mat below you. Feeling your hips and your butt as you start to lean back in towards your heels. Feeling your thighs as they start to burn. Feeling your stomach as you pull it toward the back of your spine, anchoring your core. And then hands press together in prayer. Down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up. One more. Down, hold there for a second. Coming all the way up to the side. Hands go to your waist again. This time just taking a circle of your hips over to the right. And then moving your hips over toward the left. And now letting yourself move between the two. You could do one circle to the right, one to the left. Letting your body guide you of how you want to awaken truly this part of our body, our hips, womb space, that carries so much that needs to be purified. It's our emotional baggage hotspot. So however fast you want to do it, sometimes I literally like to put my hands like this and like let it go to town of whatever you've got to unleash. Maybe for you want to move side to side, letting your body guide how you want to just shake up the energy here. It's not about doing anything than literally trying to just dislodge some energy that's stuck in your hips, that's stuck in all of our hips. So moving side to side, whatever way feels good for you. Now coming to center, hands in prayer position. And we're going to breathe and flow again. So same as last flow, we go slow at first, then you start to know it. Then we go faster. The purpose being, once you know it, you don't have to go at my count even, but just try and find fluidity in between the movements. Trying to figure out, what does grace feel like in your body? So take a moment, ground in here. Another big inhale and exhale. Remembering that you can modify by putting your knees down for any of those things. Taking breaks if you need to too. Honoring wherever your body is today. Knowing that's perfect. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look up. Exhale, this time step all the way back into downward facing dog. This time, right leg extends up into the air as much as you can. Exhale, bend your right knee. Now, right knee is going to go right beside the right wrist, if you can. You take your left knee, put it down on the ground, and just opening up your hips and your chest as much as you can. If you can, if you're like this, that's okay. Just get your knee down to the ground, but ideally you want to try and open up your hips so that it's like open towards your chest like this. All right, take your left toe now, plant it into the ground. You're going to bring your right leg beside your left again, and you're going to come back into downward facing dog. Then you're going to bring your right foot in between your hands. So right hand goes in between your hands. You're going to plant your left toe behind you, and you're going to come into warrior two. So warrior two, you just want your hips to be facing towards the wall beside you. Hands go out to the side. Flipping your right hand, extending your body back. And then exhale, come back forward to your hands flat. So flip the palm again. And then coming back to warrior two. One more time, so you do 3 like that. You're gonna windmill your hands over your left knee. Left knee is gonna come down if you can. You can sit on it. If not, just kind of like tuck like this. And then left foot comes beside the right. You interlock your fangs and you ragdoll side to side. And then you inhale, come all the way up over again. So I'll help you. Inhale, bring your hands up over your head. Exhale, you fold forward. Inhale, look up. Exhale, you step all the way back into your downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg goes up this time. Exhale, bend the left knee. Left knee comes toward the left wrist as much as you can. Just opening up the chest. And now left foot comes beside the right, flipping your way back to downward facing dog. Then left foot comes in between your hands. You come up to warrior two. And then you flip and move back 3 times. Last one. And then your hands go over your left knee. You pop your left or your right foot beside you. And then you pop up your left leg, bring your right feet together, and then ragdoll. So it's a bit of a different flow. So just letting ourselves slowly learn it before we get to move into it. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, arms go up over your head. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look up. Exhale, step back into your downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg goes up. Exhale, bend your knee. Right knee to right wrist. Open up the chest. Right foot meets the left. And now downward facing dog. Pivot the left foot, right foot comes into your warrior two. 3 moves back. 2. 3. Then hands go over the right foot, popping your left one beside you. And then both feet meet together. Let it go. Inhale, hands go up over your head. Exhale, prayer position. Other side, inhale up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold forward, downward facing dog. Right leg up. Bend your knee. Bring right foot to your right wrist. Open it up. Right leg meets the left, open and up in an upward facing dog, but kind of more relaxed. And then coming into your downward facing dog. Pivot the left foot. Right foot goes in between the hands, coming up to warrior two. Flip your palm and then flow back 3 times. Windmilling your hands over your right foot. Remember, left pops up, tucks in, bits wide. Do. Once you get here, fold forward, let it go. Inhale, coming all the way up. Exhale, hands go to prayer. If you're having trouble with that tuck, then just try and like squat down in whatever way you can. It's just about really containing your energy over that. So I'll just show you guys now so you know for the next one. So you could just go like this, like squat down if going on your knees too hard for you in any way. So squat and then fold forward. Okay. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look up. Exhale, step back to downward dog. Inhale, left leg goes up. Exhale, bend your knee. Left knee, open it up. Left foot meets the right, opening up your chest, coming into your downward facing dog. Pivot your right foot, left foot steps in between the hands. Warrior two. 3 back bends. 2. 3. Windmilling your hands. Now your own little tuck. And then let it go. Inhale, bring it up over your head. Exhale, flow. Right side, inhale up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold forward, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, bend your knee. Right leg down towards the right arm. Slowly bring the right foot to meet the left. Downward facing dog. Pivot your left foot, right foot comes in between. Warrior two. 3 flips. Hands windmill over your foot, pulling up your left knee towards your hands. Let it go. Inhale, arms go up over your head. Exhale down, left side, inhale up. See if you can find that much more fluidity now as you move through these shapes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg up. Bend the knee. Bring your left leg down toward the mat. And then left meets the right. Open up your chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right foot pivots. Left foot comes in between. Warrior two. 3 flips. Windmilling your hands to tuck your foot. And then let it go. So what we're doing with these shapes is making ourselves really small, really big, opening things up, and then letting them go. Fold forward, right side. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold forward, coming back to downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg goes up. Exhale, right leg bends. Bring your right down toward the mat. Right meets the left. Pop back. Left foot pivots, right foot comes forward. Warrior two. 3, 2, 1. Windmill your hands over your foot. Left pops forward or come to your crouch, and then let it go. Every time we let it go there, remembering then it's over. So however it went in any of those parts, doesn't matter. Inhale up. Exhale, we begin again. Inhale, look up. Exhale, step back to downward facing dog. This time, right leg up. Bend the right knee. Right knee down to the ground. Right knee meets the left. Chest goes up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot pivots, right foot comes in between. Warrior two. You should start to feel your heart beating now. I definitely am. And then we keep flowing. 2, 3. Windmilling your hands, coming into your tuck. And then we let it go. Inhaling, arms go up over the head. Exhale, fold forward again. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold forward, coming into your downward facing dog. Left leg goes up. Bend your left knee. Left foot goes to left wrist. Left foot meets the right. Open up your chest. Downward dog. Pivot the right. Left foot forward comes into warrior two. Flip your left hand. 3 circles back. Windmilling over your left foot. And this time, tuck one last time. And then let it go. Inhale, coming all the way up to the top. Exhale, hands go into prayer position. Feeling yourself center. Feeling your breath. And then just observing any narrative you have right now about your body, about yourself, or me, or anything. And then imagining that same suitcase of baggage that came at the beginning, and gently put that back into the suitcase. Placing it one by one into the suitcase. And then letting the suitcase come away. Bring your hands to your hips once again. Take your left foot and plug it into the ground below you. Inhale, just bring your knee to a tabletop position in front of you. And take a second just to breathe here, finding your balance. And then with your hands still on your hip, tucking that right foot behind you, coming forward as much as you can. 1, 2, 3. Bring your right foot hip distance from the left. 2 big shoulder rolls. Same thing, hands onto your hips, plugging your right foot into the mat. Bring your left knee up. Finding your center here. Finding your core here. And then exhale, bring your left foot as much as you can forward beside you for 4 breaths. 3, 2, 1. Left meets the left. Shoulder roll. 2, 3, 4. And this time, sing plugging into the left toe. And just noticing with that balance how you're feeling. When we're feeling more ungrounded, these poses will truly feel more ungrounded. And that's okay. So we look to our body for clues. So left leg plugs in, just pulling up your knee socket. And you're going to bring your right foot into tree pose. So it can either be down here, or it can be here. Or if you want, you can grab your foot and bring it into a lotus position. Whatever feels best for you. I'm going to come into tree today. Just really starting to ground into yourself. Breathe. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 3. Now bringing your right foot beside the left. Inhale, arms go up over your head. Exhale, bend your knees. Sweep your hands beside you. Exhale, and then inhale, come up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale out. One more time. Exhale, fold forward. And up. This time, plugging your right foot into the ground. Left foot comes into tree pose or half lotus, whatever feels most comfortable for you today. When you find your way there, find a point in front of you to focus in on. Then bring your feet hips distance apart. 3 big shoulder rolls. Inhale, arms go up. Exhale, we're just going to swing forward again 3 times. Exhale, fold forward, letting it out. Last time. Exhale, right hand goes to the heart, left hand to your lower abdomen. Take a big breath. Exhale out. Inhale out. Exhale out. Last one, inhale. Exhale. Bring your feet together. Inhale, bring your hands up over your head. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, look up. Exhale, this time stepping back again to a downward facing dog. Exhale, come to plank. And bring your knees down. Chaturanga push-up all the way down to your stomach. When you get here, plant your fingers outside of your chest. And just slowly start to open your heart up. And exhale, come back down. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, come back down. One more time, inhale up. Exhale, coming down. This time coming to a tabletop position. Inhale, right hand goes up. Exhale, right hand goes underneath the left shoulder. Bring your right hand to the mat. Left hand can extend out in front of you if you want. Coming back to tabletop position. Exhale, downward facing dog. Slowly walking to the top of your mat. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, hands go up over your head. Exhale, prayer position. Again, inhale, hands go up over your head. Exhale, fold forward over your legs. Inhale, look up. Exhale, coming into a downward facing dog. Coming into plank. Knees go down, chaturanga. Planting your fingers, doing 3 cobras up and down. And then coming into your tabletop position. Inhale, left arm goes up. Exhale, it goes underneath your right, starting to get a shoulder stretch. As we start to do this fluid flow, we're just focusing on starting to open up the back of the heart and the front of the heart. So as we move through those cobras up and down, it's the only thing that you should be thinking about. What's happening in my heart right now? Coming back into tabletop position, coming back into your downward facing dog. Slowly walking your hands toward your feet. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise your spine all the way to the top. Exhale, hands in prayer. Again. Inhale, hands go up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look up. Exhale, come back into a downward facing dog. Plank, chaturanga, all the way to your stomach. Plant your fingers. Inhale, up, up. Exhale, down. 2. Three. Back to your tabletop position. Right hand goes up. Exhale, pulls underneath you. Coming back to tabletop position and into your downward facing dog. Walking your way to the top of your mat. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise your hands up over your head. Exhale, prayer position. Again, inhale, hands up over your head. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look up. Exhale, step back into downward facing dog. Plank position, chaturanga. 3 rolls. So what we've been doing here is slowly moving through the chakras from the bottom of our body up now to the heart again. Tabletop. Left arm up now. Breathing along the back of your body. Coming back to tabletop into downward facing dog. Slowly walking your way up to the top of the mat. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, arms go up toward the top of your head. Exhale, bring your hands to your chest. Right hand goes onto your heart, left hand to your abdomen again. Breathe in. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, arms go up over the head. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, look up. Exhale, step back into downward facing dog. Plank position all the way to the chest. One more time, each side, 3 big cobras. Coming back to your plank position or tabletop, right hand goes up, scoops underneath the left shoulder. Coming back to tabletop position, coming into a downward facing dog. Slowly walking your way up to the top of the mat. Inhale, look up. One more time. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, scooping it for our last flow today before we really start to slow it down. Inhale, arms go up over the head. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look up. Exhale, step back into your downward facing dog. Exhale, coming forward. Down onto your stomach. 3 big circles to the sweet tunes of Phil Collins. 2, 3, sinking into it. Left arm up. Last time. Squeezes underneath you now. Coming back to your tabletop. Last downward facing dog. Take your right foot this time. You're gonna bring yourself into a pigeon position. So just take your leg. You can either have your right foot like super close beside you, or you could just open it up as much as you can. And you're gonna really let yourself sink now over the right leg as it's bent like this. Letting yourself really collapse over the right leg as we really start to signal to the body that it's time to slow down. Folding over your leg. As I go silent in this space, letting yourself now start to sink into your own mind, your own thoughts. We start to release it, pigeon, as it opens up. Again, that emotional junk drawer. So many of us tuck away what's ready to be purified and released. Slowly coming up. And we're gonna do this really easily, a switch. So just bring your legs out in front of you. And you're gonna take your left leg and you're just gonna seat yourself into it. So same thing, just try and get your left open as much as you can, or you can open it up like this. And now let yourself really fold over your leg there. Saying to yourself, I release. I release. I release. Slowly coming up now, bringing your right leg beside you. And just extending your legs in front of you now. Taking your hands, just placing them beside your hip. And really just getting your back as straight as possible. And now gently walking your hands forward as much as you can over your legs. Again, no big deal on whether you're like here and that's where you're at, whether you want to fully fold. Just do whatever feels most comfortable today. You can either have your toes pointed or flexed. Just fold forward. And slowly rolling your spine up now. Interlock your fingers over your right knee. Bring your right knee in towards your chest. If you want, you can also bend your left foot so that it's underneath the right. Whatever's comfortable, you can give it out or tuck it in. If you do tuck it in, you're going to take your right leg so that it's over your left knee like this. Otherwise, it'd be like this, over your left foot, so straight or bent. Sometimes I find it's easier, honestly, to have it bent. Then what you're going to do is take your right hand beside you. Take your left hand and you're just going to cross it over that right side and see if you can come into a stop sign. So what we're trying to do now is do a lot of different twists that are designed to detoxify the body, to help us purify the body. So in Ashtanga yoga, which is the yoga that I'm really influenced by, move the body a lot through different postures and shapes, all so that we can get to the point of purification. So we do a lot of sun salutations, and then you start to get into these twists designed to wring out our internal organs. Keep twisting. Man, my setup here is really not nice to me today. Keep twisting. All right. Then coming back to center. Extend your feet out in front of you. And then bend forward this time over your legs again. Letting yourself release over your legs. And now coming back up. This time we're going to do the opposite side. So interlock your fingers over your left knee. Bring your left knee either just over the right leg with your legs still straight, or tuck in the right foot. And we're going to start to gently twist toward the left side. So left hand goes down beside you. Right hand starts to either go just beside your knee, or if you can, really twist and then try and come into a stop sign position to twist even further and deeper here. And if it's helpful for you, just imagining your internal organs getting a really gentle, detoxifying squeeze here. Coming back to center now. Bringing your legs out in front of you once again. And this time, extend your hands forward. And we're going to roll back. So you're going to tuck your spine and your belly button together. We're going to roll down for 8. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it rest when you get there. Interlocking your fingers. You're so close to the end. Last bit. Interlocking your fingers behind your head. Knees bend. We go up, up, down, down, and a sit up. And the reason why we're doing this is start to recenter again before we lay, before we fully release. And the Ajni, our fire of purification, our digestive fire too, is located right here. Up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down. Closing your eyes, letting this start to actually feel good. For your visual, you can imagine a fire just above your belly button. And with each Extension up, the fire gets bigger. And then just imagining energy from your body that's stagnant going into the fire. You're more visceral, just focusing in on any sensations that you're feeling right now in your body. Continuing up, up, down, down. Really slow now. Up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down. And now holding at the top last time. And then exhale, fall back down, laying out on the mat. When you get there, bring your hands into a cactus. So bend both of your elbows, legs still extended, both arms bent beside you. Open your palms up toward the ground. And letting yourself rest for a moment in this posture of surrender. From this posture of surrender, really feeling your palms, the back of your arms plug into the mat below you. Starting to tap into this energy of magnetism, of drawing toward you. Nowhere to go, nowhere to be, nothing to become, just right here. Release. From this place now, interlocking your fingers, you're going to grab your right leg on your mat, on the ground, and pull your right leg just in towards your chest. And then exhale, you're going to bring your right leg across you. So you're going to do a seated twist. So if you were laying down, since this is being for me, you would be like this on the ground. Twisting your whole body over on the mat to the left side as your right shoulder opens up. Seeing with each exhale, you let your body relax more deeply. Three more big long inhales and exhales. And gently switching now to the other side. As you do these twists, thinking, release, release, release. Coming back to center now, still on your back, bringing your feet into a butterfly position. So you'll have both of your toes together, you'll have your legs open, and you'll relax down your spine. You can bring your feet out a little bit more if it's too tight in your hips. But again, just laying here in another receptive opening posture. If you want to, you can bring your hands into cactus again if that feels good for you. Letting your hips relax. Letting your body relax here. In yin type of yoga, we stay longer in postures like this to really let the fascia start to release. So as we go from here, we're really focusing on being nice to our hips, to the fascia that surrounds them. And also, again, to that part of our body that holds so much of our energy. You notice that it's hard for you to lay here right now. I want you to focus your mind then on wherever that physical resistance is in your body. And say to yourself, I release, I let go. I release, I let go. I release, I let go. I release, I surrender, I receive, I allow.
I allow. I allow. Slowly bringing your legs together. And gently rocking your way up to seated. Once you get to seated, just doing a quick scan of your body, seeing if there's any part of your body that feels like it needs to be opened in any way. And then doing that, whatever that thing is. Maybe it needs to shake out, maybe you need nothing. And if that's the case, you're going to slowly make your way into your laying down Shavasana. But if you need anything else, if your body's like, I need to do, feet up the wall, or I need to do some more of those twists, that felt really yummy, or I need to do some more of those like heart cobras on the ground, do that, whatever the thing is. Or if you're like, I'm spent, the most delicious thing right now would be to lay down. You're going to do that now. So you have about another minute and a half, 2 minutes, just to finish out whatever you've got in your system until we all meet in Shavasana. For Shavasana, really just letting yourself melt into the ground below you. If you were moving around a little bit more, gently making your way back into your Shavasana now. Your time to rest. Your time to deepen in. Shavasana feels hard for you right now. Just place your hand on your body. Right hand can go onto your heart. Even if you're feeling anxious and you're not even really sure why, just right hand on your body. Sometimes that happens with movement. We activate things in ourselves, and the invocation that you had or intention may have stirred up some stuff energetically in you that you didn't even know was there. And so whatever it is, whatever you're feeling, if it's feeling a little bit emotional for you, just hands on your body, reminding yourself, I'm safe here. Reminding yourself it's time to release. And now you sink into this space, calling upon all of your higher selves, all of your spirit guides, all of the guides of the highest truth and compassion and healing only, to enter the beautiful space of light you created around yourself at the beginning of practice. And giving them permission now, if you're willing, to dislodge from you, to release from you, to move from you, whatever it is energetically that's blocking you, that's not yours, that's no longer serving you, or that it's time to let go of.
And say, I give permission now. And as you lay here, just relax completely. If you feel any physical sensations in your body, just trust that. That spiritual surgery of whatever type that may need to be done to be completed. Letting yourself be healed. Letting yourself fall apart here so that you can be initiated into the next. Allowing, allowing, allowing yourself to be healed, allowing yourself to be refreshed, allowing yourself to begin again, allowing blockages in your body to be removed, allowing your blocks to love to emerge and be dissolved. Embodying, allowing. As you now embody surrender. Letting this moment be for you. Slowly starting to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Taking a big stretch, extend your arms up over your head. And then resting your head on your right arm. Coming into a fetal position on the right side, knees tuck in toward the chest. Staying here, resting. You can bend your arms down, put both of your hands together and lay on top of prayer hands. Coming into this place of connection, literally the position that we are when we are babies in the womb. And as you contemplate now the newness that you're stepping into, just letting yourself be in the safety of cocoon within your body right now. Now we have a brief choose your own adventure from this space. You'll have about 5 minutes. So you can either rest here, you can grab your journal and just journal whatever's on your mind right now, or you can lay more. We're going to be coming back in right when the song Heart Sutra starts. So if you're on playlist, you'll see there's 3 songs, 241, Moving, and then there's Heart Sutra. So that's going to be in about 4 or 5 minutes. So if you have to go to the washroom, if you need to grab a glass of water, if you need to grab a blanket or a sweater or anything like that, we'll be laying and doing breath work and meditation and journaling for the rest of today. So if you need anything, this would be a good time to go and grab it. Or you can journal. And if you're not sure what to journal, you can journal, what's my body asking me to purify? What's my body asking me for more of? And then what's my soul asking me for more of? You could also just simply write about what you're grateful for in this moment. It's also a really other beautiful place to start with all this. So still now, it'll be about 4 minutes until we start. And again, just using this as an opportunity, if you're done writing now, to feel what it feels like just to be in a pocket with your own thoughts, whatever they are, your own feelings, your own body, your own stillness, while you're held in this container of us together, just being, practicing beingness. So 2 minutes now. So coming back into your space if you're not here now. Just being present in this moment, really just present. And then we're going to be moving into a meditation, and then breath work after that. We'll take a little bit of small break in between the two just to like recircle back. The meditation will be about 7 minutes. So you want to get comfortable. I personally like to sit on a block or a cushion for meditation. If you have one now, you can sit on it. If not, lay down. For breath work, it depends. Sometimes I like to lay down. Sometimes to sit. It just depends. Sometimes when our energy is more active, of course, we need to sit. And sometimes we just need to lay down. So trusting in that. So just get comfortable now. So we can all settle back in together. So in traditional practice, we do yoga or movement, and then we sit in meditation. And then sometimes we do breath work to like clear out the last little bit. So movement or yoga or whatever is just to get energy flowing, stifled, twisting, moving, get that ajna, that fire going. And then we can sit in meditation. So traditionally it was always supposed to be yoga followed by meditation. And so now we sit. So we'll begin now. Your song should have just queued up to Heart Sutra. If it hasn't yet, then just get it queued up. And bring your awareness now to the center of your heart. And really bring all of your awareness to the center of your heart. Paying any attention to any sensations you feel in your heart. Sometimes our heart will feel really magnetic, like it's literally a magnet. Sometimes it feels sensitive. Sometimes it feels like it's breaking. Sometimes it feels warm. Sometimes it feels like it's on fire. All of these sensations are normal. Just focusing in. Whether you've been conscious of it or not, you've been on a path of initiation, a path of becoming the woman you're intended to be, a path of letting go that's everything that's not you, so that you can shine here in the magnificence of all that you are. And this path of initiation takes courage, it takes confidence, it takes power, and a degree of fearlessness. Letting yourself sink into this remembering now. I'm confident. I am powerful. I'm fearless. I am courageous. I'm confident. I am powerful. I am fearless. I am courageous. On this initiation from who you were to who you are now, to who you are becoming, you've been experimenting with new ideas, new ways of being, new ways of dressing, new ways of speaking, new ways of perceiving your world. And just running yourself through now some of the things that you've been experimenting with in the last while. Maybe it's just the experiment that the last 6 months has been for all of us, or maybe it's a longer initiation you've been going on. Maybe it's for the last year or the last 2 years. What things did you experiment with that then later became practices for you? What did you experiment with that you decided wasn't actually in alignment or resonant for you? Bringing with awareness just what you've been trying, what thoughts you've been entertaining, the parts of yourself that you've been exploring. And this is what we do in the initiation. We explore, we experiment, we stay in alignment, we get out, we see what's us, we see what's no longer us. Remembering, it takes a certain type of soul to have the courage to align with who she really is, what she really wants, and what her life gets to look like. I'm confident. I'm powerful. I'm fearless. I'm courageous. I'm confident. I'm powerful. I'm fearless. I'm courageous. I'm confident. I'm powerful. I'm fearless. I'm courageous. Coming back into your heart again. Letting the energy or warmth, whatever the sensation is for your heart, dissipate throughout your whole body, activating all your cells with a loving vibration, activating your energy, charging yourself. You can either stay where you're laying, or if you want to see and observe, you can see and observe, or I'll just explain it to you. We're going to be moving into the breath work directly from here. We're going to be doing about 15 minutes of breath work, followed by then a deeper surrender. And if you've never done breath work before, just know that it's a way for you to clear stagnant energy that's in your system. And it's really, really powerful. I find it's one of the most powerful things I have for actually clearing energy, like energy really, especially that's stuck in the body, because you're using your breath, your most powerful life force, to move through, to activate, to oxygenate, because your body is so wise. She already knows how to clear whatever's up. Your soul knows. And so what we do in breath work is that we let the body guide us to where she needs more breath, where she needs that life force to expand or expel something from our physical bodies, from our psyches, from whatever else. The breath that we're going to be working with today is called holotropic breathing. It's a circle breath by Stanislav Grof, is the man who first started doing this one. It was back in the 60s, back when psychedelics and like getting high on breath were big. And breath work is really, I guess in some ways, it started to be used more readily now. So anyway, the type that we're going to be doing today is holotropic. If you've done breath work before, maybe it was holotropic. It's actually, I find, more rare these days with practitioners to teach holotropic. It's the kind that I love the most. What you're going to be doing is, it's holotropic, so it's a circle breath is all you have to think about. And what you're going to be doing is we're going to be breathing in and out for 4 counts and 6 counts or 8. It's up to you, whatever you want to do, 4, 6, or 8. And you just want it to be so that your inhale is the same as your exhale. So it wants to be that the inhale expands all the way and that exhale contracts all the same way. You want to inhale all the way so that you really, really feel your lungs expand, and then exhale, fully release as you're doing that. So you'll be guided to breathe in deep, and then exhale, exhale, exhale deep. The reason why we want to go deep with the breath is because we want it to be oxygenating us in a really big way. We want the oxygen to be going to our body, going into our breath, going into our minds. So as you're doing this circle breath, just stay open. The main thing is like if it starts to feel uncomfortable, which it might, sometimes what happens is people start to feel like blockages in their throat a little bit. Then what you can do is you could like just tamper with what the change in count is. So maybe you start working with a 4 count instead of a 6. I'm going to just let you figure that out for yourself. But just remember, if I'm doing a 4 count in, then I want to do a 4 count out. If I'm doing an 8 count in, then it's important for me to do an 8 count out. You're going to be breathing in and out through your mouth. So it's going to go. So it's all in and out through the mouth. So your nose, it's not involved in this. You really want to dislodge your neck and just let it become open. Already we've been moving, you've been writing, you just did meditation. So you're already feeling open. So think of this as like, this is going to be the vacuum cleaner that we're just going to like polish it off here. So as you're breathing in and breathing out, you're just going to trust the rhythm of it and what feels good for you to have. Sometimes during this, people will get distracted, but in a good way. Like they'll feel really inspired to do a lot of neck rolls, or you might be breathing and you'll notice that you feel really inspired to like really extend your arms back, or to really, tilt your neck in a certain direction. If I'm working with throat blockages, I'll like in this feel like I really need to move my neck in different directions as I'm breathing. Whether you're laying down or seated, it doesn't matter here, but just trust if your neck starts to move in different ways, be okay with that. If your heart really wants to open, be with that. If you need to create a bit more gentleness with your breath, that's okay too. But the point is really to we're going to go in for these 15 minutes. And I really want you to focus deeply on breathing in and breathing out. Even your body might start to tense up a little bit. And the idea here though is stay with the breath and really try and transmute that breath into the part of the body that's getting physically potentially uncomfortable. If it gets too uncomfortable, obviously don't push yourself. You could also type to me or just lay there, but I would recommend that you try and actually push your way through the blocks. So we're going to start now. So if you're laying down, just lay down as you are there. Just make sure that you're comfortable. If you're seated, just sit wherever you are. And we're going to just take a couple of inhales and exhales, just regular now. Remember, it's a short amount of time, so you're just going to stay with it. Short amount of time, you can stick with anything. Ready? Vacuum. Last part of it. Clearing it out. Clearing it out. We'll start together. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. In. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. In. Out. Big in. Exhale out. In. And out. And in. And out. Staying with that. See if you need to go deeper or longer. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. All the way out. Big inhale in. Out. In. Out. Going deeper in. And out. I'm just staying with it now. I'm breathing in. I'm breathing out. I'm breathing in. I'm breathing out. Trusting your breath. I'm breathing in. I'm breathing out. Keep going, breathing in and out. In and out. Trusting your breath, trusting your body as you breathe in and as you breathe out in your own count. Equal inhale, equal exhale. If any part of your body starts to want to open up, you can gently tap your fingers onto your collarbone or onto your neck if that starts to feel comfortable for you. Breathe in. I'm breathing out. Taking more air. I'm breathing in. Out. If you yawn, so normal, big release. I'm breathing in. I'm breathing out. I'm breathing in. I'm breathing out. I'm breathing in. I'm breathing out. Taking in more air, more life. And with each exhale, releasing what's stagnant, what's got to go. I'm breathing in. I'm breathing out. Inhale. Exhale. Trusting your body, trusting your breath. Staying with your circle. I'm breathing in, I'm breathing out. I'm breathing in, I'm breathing out. I'm breathing in. I'm breathing out. Keep on going. With breath work, the key is that you just keep on going, doing shorter circles when you need to recuperate, and then coming back in, pushing yourself a little bit farther, trusting the body, trusting the breath. Sighing if you need to. Letting it out if you need to. Letting your body guide you. And this is what you came here for. Letting yourself be guided to how to purify, how to release, how to create renewal for yourself. Bringing the breath in, new life, new air, equal in, equal out. I am trusting. I am open. I'm breathing in. I'm breathing out. Good job. Just keep staying with it. And just stay with the breath. Safe for me to breathe. Safe for me to push through here. Remember, it's not a long amount of time. You can do anything for a short amount of time. So keep the circle going. Breathing in. Breathing out. In. And out. If your body starts to need to move in any way, you can shake your legs out, shaking your arms out, totally normal. I'm breathing in. I'm breathing out. Purifying your body with your own breath. Clearing out the cobwebs, clearing out the cobwebs. So a new day begins, starting today. Keep breathing. Letting yourself start to find safety in that rhythm of breath. Reminding yourself, this is what you came for. Release it. Let your body lead. Breathe in. Out. In. Out. In. And out. In. Letting it go with each breath out. Seeing if there's any physical sensation starting to rise in your body and sending the breath there. Cultivating your strength to stay the course. Staying with your breath, keeping on breathing. Big breath in through the mouth, opening up the jaw even wider, taking more in. I receive. I allow. Allowing more breath in, allowing more to be received. Taking more. Taking more. Taking more. I'm breathing in, I'm breathing out. Staying with it. Good job. Keep staying with it. Stay the course. I'm breathing in, I'm breathing out. And this is what you came for, letting it go, purifying the space. Coming back to the circle, breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Now just noticing for you if you want to stay with a 4 count, 6 count, 8 count. You could take more in. What could you pressure yourself now to do? 10 count, 10, 8, 8. See if you can expand even more now to the top and then exhale, fully release. I'm breathing in. I'm breathing out. I'm breathing in. I'm breathing out. Shaking out your body again whenever you feel called, tapping on your body as you might need to. Not much longer to go now. Stay the course. Come back to the breath. Big breath in and big breath out. Letting your body loves this. Your body says thank you for this. Clearing out the cobwebs. Vacuuming it out. Letting yourself yawn, letting yourself move with it however you need. Or extending a little bit more tenderness to your breath if that's what you need to. Baby breaths in and out. This is the last part to really let it go. So breathe deeper, stay with it. Taking up more. And then releasing more, letting go of more. What else? Letting more go. What else? What else? What else? Letting it all go. What else? What else? Letting it all go. Remember, it all can be held for you. You're supported here. Go deeper. We're all holding you here. Let it go out. And then as you breathe in, more new light, more new energy, hold it, and then let it go. Clearing it out. I'm breathing in. I'm breathing out. Keeping your breath going. For you now, one of two options: either stay with the breath, these are your last 3 minutes of it, or for those of you who want to sit up right now, who are feeling a lot of physical sensations in their bodies, need to move, come with me, sit wherever you are, kneel, and start to pump your hands like this. Cross it. We're going to clear the chest. Here we go. So either just staying with your breath now, or if you need to move, moving with me here, you're going to clear. Clearing it out. And breathe in. I'm breathing out. I'm breathing in. I'm breathing out. Deeper, go. What else? What else? Offering it up, whatever it is, let it go. Whatever it is that you're surrendering, I'm breathing in. I'm breathing out. And taking even more. And then exhaling even more. If you're moving with me, starting to pump your arms a little bit more fast. Clearing out the heart. Still using your breath. Breathing in and breathing out. I'm breathing in. I'm breathing out. This is what you came here for. Last little bit. Keep with it. You know you can keep with it. Keep going. Any last piece that's ready to come up, offering it up now. Cultivating your inner strength now to stay the core, stay with it, cultivating your own discipline in this moment to clear out. Your final moments here, cultivating the inner strength to know you can always shift. You can always let it go. And come back into this place in your heart. Openness, confidence, courageousness, fearlessness. Remember, confidence, fearlessness, courageousness, openness. clearing through these blocks to your heart, wherever they might be living right now in your body. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands on body if you've been moving with me. Hands also on your body, right hand on your heart if that feels comfortable, if you're laying down. If you've been seated with me, now make your way back down to laying down once again if you want. And we build, build, build so that we can fully surrender here now. So letting yourself really lay here. Letting yourself really surrender here. Letting whatever downloads of wisdom or inspiration to flow to you now. Slowly starting to come back into your body. And same thing as you're ready, gently stretching over to one side. And then if you have your cup of water, bringing it close to you as you come up to seated now. And as you come up, seems taking your time too. The reason why we're working with salt water is it's used in a lot of different rituals, but the reason being is that water itself is very purifying. It's one of the elements, of course. Um, and we're also using salt in the water because salt water also is very healing, is very nourishing, and very purifying. If you think about it, our tears come out all salty too. And so with this, we say when we use rituals that have salt water in them, that we are also initiating that same purification process that happens, when we cry or when we go into a body of water and feel fully released. So I want you to think now of what energetically, whatever the thing is that you were coming in to purify, to disconnect, to release. It might have been heaviness that you don't even know what it was, but maybe you just felt a little bit lighter, a little bit shift, or maybe it's a certain thing that you're already aware of, something that you came in with intention already here to release, to shift. Whatever the thing was that needed to be let go of, that needed to be purified, that needed to be left here. Maybe it's an identity of a person that you once were, so that the new identity of the woman that you're becoming can become clear to you. We sometimes have to go through this purification process to let go of things before the clarity will come of what the new is for you. So maybe for you, you're just thinking of, I'm ready to let go of these facets of myself or these pieces of my identity so that this new one can emerge. I'm ready to let go of my life in this way as I knew it, or it might be something that's, I'm ready to more fully connect with my soul. I'm fully ready to fully, embody more of my authentic self. I'm purifying myself from the things that I am not. And so getting whatever your intention is now, just coming up with it wherever it's at in your head. And then you're going to bring your bowl forward or mug, whatever you've got. And first, you're just going to call in the air elements. So you're going to bring your hand out like this, left hand out, and then bring it back in. And then call in the earth elements and bring it back in. Calling in fire elements, left hand goes up and back down. And calling in the water elements and back down. Holding on to your purification ball now. And connecting your intention, just imagining placing it in that water now. My intention is to be purified or to release this. And then you're going to gently drink just a sip of your water. Tiny sip. Placing it back down. You're going to bring your fingers or hands, depending on how big your thing is, into your water now. Feeling it, wash your fingers. And taking it so that it wets your hands. So see if you can get your hands wet enough. And then you're just going to massage your hands like this. Renewing, releasing. Feeling the wetness on your hands as a sign of release, of purification, and of new beginnings. If you have a towel, that'd be helpful. If you don't, you can just wipe on your pants now like me. From this place of centering now, the last thing that we'll do today is bring it all forward. You're going to grab your journal. And so we've been talking about this initiation, and we've also been talking about purification. The purification was basically already done at, through the stuff that we just did. So starting just awakening our body at first, and then when we went through the yoga flow, it was designed to kind of activate different chakras, starting with the lower ones and then moving your way up to the top. So we did heart stuff sort of at the end, then we did all those twists. That was like middle stuff, heart opening stuff, so that then we could go upper chakras into meditation, into breath work. So this whole practice that you just went through was designed to help you activate, to help you purify. In that sense, there's nothing else for you to do here. That whatever shifted, you might be conscious of it or you might not be conscious of it. You might feel it later or not. Like often after practices like this, my body will, I'll start shivering casually for a while after practice. So whatever it is, you don't know that energetically a lot did happen. You also opened up in part of the meditation to potentially have spirit come in and realign things for you. So knowing that when we give permission to do that, a lot can shift physically and emotionally for us in that space. So purification is now done. The reason that we purify is so that we can create space for our thoughts to roam, for our intuition to be stronger, and for our connection to ourselves, to others, and to everything to become clear. So the purification piece of today is done. It was through the meditation, it was through breath work, it was through practice, opening up this space. And now we come into this space of initiation. So for the past several months, maybe for you, when we went through in that meditation, you saw that you had been experimenting with things for the last year. You may have seen an image of yourself maybe like 2 years ago, or it may have been you just since April and what's been happening for you in the last 6 months. But we've all been on some type of initiation because we're always, especially as women, especially when it comes time to connect with our souls, go through this initiatory process over and over again, from maiden to the mother to then the crone and then back again. And usually we don't honor these life cycles or where we've been or what we're being ushered into. But our souls will always sort of lead us down this path to initiate ourselves. When we're in that initiation, we're experimenting. We're seeing what worked, what didn't. We're trying on new thought processes. We're, dating different types of people. We're wearing different types of clothes. We're reading different types of books, all in the name of you eventually settling in to what's true for you or who are you becoming. And I feel like I've been reading a lot of goddess books again this weekend, and this importance of initiation and the importance of honoring the experimentation that comes in it is something that Starhawk, who's a woman who's done a lot of great work on bringing ritual back to modern society, was writing about, and just how it's so that we have to honor our process and that we have to honor what we've been experimenting with so that we can eventually know that we've been initiated. But the initiation comes from doing, comes from being in the game. It comes from trial and error. It comes from failing and learning from our mistakes and setbacks. And so what we're doing now is bringing it together of just reflecting on what have you been learning? What have you been experimenting with? What has been falling away for you? What's been working? What's not? What failures have you had? Letting them go so that you can now see what is it that you're being asked to step into. There was something about this whole path that you've been on, the things that you've been trying that have been working or not working or whatever, so that you can eventually settle into what it is that your soul actually wants you to, what practices, what mindset, what beliefs, what lifestyle changes, what ways of being, which identities are actually serving you or who are aligned with who you are now versus who you've been in the past. So what you're going to journal about now is, what am I being initiated into? So you might be like, you might already know, I'm being, these trials and tribulations, these things that I've been going through, they've been bringing me to a place that I'm being initiated into being my more authentic. Or these trials and tribulations or these experimentation have brought me into being more fully a mature woman, or they brought me more fully into connecting with my body in a deeper and more healing way. So I want you to think of not, what you thought the journey was, but like what the journey you think has been leading you to. What are you being initiated into? Maybe it's, I'm being initiated into my own power. Like I can totally see now that all these lessons of the past were leading me into a place where I now connect with, I can tell like what's on the horizon is me like being more of a fierce, powerful, badass, whatever the thing is. So that's what I want you to journal about first. What have you been initiated? Like, what are you being initiated into? What can you just tell deep down? That like, these are what the lessons have been leading to. It's maybe you feel like you're embodying it now, or maybe you feel like it's just almost quite there. Usually though, it's like a more authentic, a more embodied, a more true, a more loving, a more open, a more compassionate, a more strong, a more trusting version of ourselves. So write out, what have you been initiated into? So the prompt literally is what I've been initiated into, and what I think is on the horizon for me is. And whenever you finish that, the next prompt that you're going to do is, what's important for me now? Or what chapter am I beginning now? Or what am I ready to surrender about my path? I know that a lot of you are going through the journey at this point where it's like you're surrendering to the path, but it's not what your mind thought that it was going to be. And so that's just it. You just got to surrender. Of like, I trust, fine, I surrender this. I surrender. This is where my soul wants to be. That's different than what I thought. And then lastly, after that, if you've finished some of your writing, you could just say, if you have any questions for your soul, like, what do I need to do next? Write that out as a question and then just free write and see from this place of openness what answers come. Just what do I need to do? Like, do you have any question at all? Just write it in your journal as a question and then you write whatever the answer is. We'll take about another 2 minutes or a minute and a half for you guys just to write freely here. Of course, after this, there's time for you to continue to write all night long. So if you, again, choose your own adventure options in order to stay in time integrity. It's 3 o'clock now for those of you who have to go or who want to go meditate or write more. My recommendations, and then the other, so that's choose your own adventure one. Do that, stay on the call and do that, or leave and do that. Or we'll just briefly for like 10 minutes, if anyone wants to share sort of their experience or where they're at or anything else, we can do that as well. The thing that you can do now, and the intention behind was like, this is your pocket now. From this space, you should be pretty clear. So if you have any questions for your soul, for your intuition, it's a good time to pose them now and just spend time journaling or in meditation, in quiet, like not going back onto electronics for a little bit, just so that you can let yourself settle into this space. We do all this work in this time of the breath work and the meditation and the movement and all this stuff so that you can get to this place where your intuition should be clear. Or if you need to rest. One thing that you can do after this, if you do have a smudging or a Palo Santo stick, just smudge yourself. If you also, when you have your salt water, you can, just as you're the only place really, I mean, if you could go outside, that would be the most ideal for you to put it back into the earth. Be like, thank you for purifying me. But otherwise, I know for a lot of you, it's like, I'm just going to put this down the sink, but with the same intention. Thank you. Please take this. I am complete. And as you do it, whenever you empty it out, just say, I'm complete. Like, I'm complete in this experience now. So either go continue to write, be gentle with yourself, drink lots of water. You might be really zonked in the next 24 to 48 hours. Know that there's so much more happening energetically than we know. That's why it's happening energetically. And so just really be good to yourself in that space. If anything arises that you're confused at, like honestly, things that are normal are shivering, feeling really exhausted, feeling a bit anxious. Yeah, Katie's saying that she has a lot of shivers. That's big. That's how I like purge a lot of energy through shivering. So all of our bodies are different. And every time we do stuff like this, there's different things that can happen for us. So yeah, going like Katie actually is already doing, like taking a bath tonight if you can, taking a shower immediately after this, and just imagining like pushing energy away from you is really awesome. For any of you who are especially like nature girls, like get out into nature, put your hands on trees tonight if you can, and just kind of, we can go from there. So thank you all so much for joining in this pocket today. I'm so grateful that you were able to join. It was really special because I was this was my practice. I was going to be doing this here in this space, and woo. The reason why this initiation even happened, this initiatory idea, like I was reading Starhawk all this weekend, but then I was just thinking how I'm like ending this initiation myself. And so like I'm going through all the themes that I just prompted, and hopefully you guys resonated with, of like, what about my path am I surrendering to, or have I been resisting? And so I'm leaving this space, like heading, apparently now I live in New York, it's just like things, a lot shifting. And I've really got initiated in this space from being this like 26-year-old when I moved in here 100 years ago and was such a baby at the time, and really like came to know myself in this space. And that's why I was thinking of this initiation. I truly went through this initiation that my spirit needed to get myself to where I am now, which is like, I was reading through all my journals. It's exactly where I wanted to be. So we always go through this. We go through spaces where different things that we're calling into our lives, we're like meant to be in those spaces or in those initiations. And so one thing I wanted everyone to take away was like, you might be in, like, I think a lot of us are in different initiations right now that are leading to new chapters. And sometimes it's around partnership. Sometimes it's around your career. Sometimes it's who you are authentically. Sometimes it's all of those things. And just to let yourself be in that process and know it's intentional. Like your soul is initiating you into something. It doesn't happen right away. Things got to fall away. You've got to, experiment, see what works, what doesn't, so that you can land into who you're intended to be. So with that being said, whoever wants to hop off, sending you so much love. If any of you, I guess I could just see if any of you have anything to share, you could just unmute yourself and start by sharing. A lot of you are on Black, so I don't know. But if any of you do want to share anything, I'll be able to see. But I also felt like maybe people want to just zip too. Yeah, so I feel like everyone's zipped. So the last thing that I'll share with all of you is thank you for sharing this space, and thank you for sharing it together, and take good care of yourself today. Again, go offline in whatever way. Let me know too if anything comes up that you're still unpacking. You can just email me. And I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you all so much for joining in, and may so many blessings bestow all of us in this next chapter. Yeah, thanks for your messages, everyone, and for being here. And I will see you all again soon.